2025. This year challenged us, challenged our values, our resilience, our community. Despite every obstacle, Estrella del Paso is still here, standing with immigrants, standing with families, standing with you. We experienced a wave of attacks this year, intended to strip immigrants of their rights. Here's what we have witnessed. An attempt by our government to end legal representation for unaccompanied children. Children who are in this country alone, afraid, and confused. The termination of programs that have been around for decades, critical programs that allowed us to ensure people inside immigration detention centers know their rights and have access to legal representation. An attempt to eliminate legal representation for vulnerable people who suffer from mental health conditions so severe they are unable to represent themselves before an immigration judge. We witnessed our government enact a wartime law and remove people to inhumane prison conditions in foreign countries. And there was still more. An attempt to strip American citizens of their birthright to this country. The opening of the largest detention center in this country's history, right in our backyard. A facility now plagued with dozens of human rights violations. Immigration officers waking young children from their sleep in the dead of night to try to deport them before morning. Migrants shot in cold blood outside of a Dallas ICE facility. These are acts of violence against our community. We maintain that it is also violence when our government ends temporary protected status for thousands of people who have permission to be in this country. It is violence when you try to strip status from DACA recipients. It is violence when you limit the number of refugees who can seek safety in this country. It is violence when you terminate automatic renewals of employment documents for people who rely on those documents to survive. They tried, but they did not win. We will not be defeated. 2025 was also a year of action for Estrella del Paso. We stood on the steps of El Paso's St. Patrick's Cathedral, declaring our resistance. We partnered with our local media outlets to answer your questions and calm the fears in our community. We came together and took to the streets of our beautiful border city to declare aquí estamos y no nos vamos, finding hope in our community partners who offered financial support to keep critical legal programs running, uniting this cause to call for accountability and the shutdown of the Fort Bliss camp, and gathering to find strength and guidance in places of safety. We took our fight to the courts, suing the government to ensure immigrant rights are protected, legal battles we are still fighting to this day. Amid all of this, our team's daily legal work continues, fighting to reunite a young girl with her mother in their home country. A visit from an unaccompanied child to celebrate his high school graduation and his plans to enter service to defend this country. We have learned there is always something to celebrate. You spent a Sunday morning with us celebrating the mothers who uplift us and who teach us that a mother's love knows no borders. You joined us for a family-friendly night of movie loteria, an evening made possible by our neighbors who offered up their space and hosted the game. We put this community's talent on display at our second annual Art of Welcoming event, featuring artwork by local students, photos by talented local photographers, and we filled the space with the sounds of our border. This amazing community we have built together continues to show up for this cause, to show up for immigrants and for each other. You wear your support for Estrella del Paso, sharing our message that you belong, no matter where you're from. Local artists sharing their talent with us so that we can share it with you. And you showed up big for us when we showed our competitive side and team spirit, while also honoring our culture and traditions along the way. This year, you have reminded us that community is power, joy is resistance, and that celebrating each other is how we continue this fight. We don't know what 2026 will bring, but we do know this. We are prepared no matter what. Our mission will not stop. We will keep advocating. We will keep providing services, and we will keep showing up for immigrants, families, and this community. As we prepare to celebrate our 40th anniversary in 2026, Estrella del Paso remains committed to being here at a time when we are needed most. And we look forward to doing this work with you. Because this fight isn't just ours, it belongs to all of us. Together, we will continue to resist, and together, always, we rise.